Hey, what's up everybody? Okay, so I made this video before, but I gotta make it again because the internet has lost its mind. And on today's video, we're gonna be talking about the quarter squirrel call and how to call squirrels with 50 cents. I'm gonna show you how to do it. It's fun, it really works, I promise you. I use it all the time squirrel hunting. So here we go. Got him. Hell yeah. Alright guys, so it's a beautiful afternoon here and it's also squirrel season, and since it's squirrel season I'm getting ready to go hunting here in a little bit, and I wanted to show you about the quarter squirrel call. I made this video last year and I think it's got about 400,000 views. I'm going to link it down below and also at the end of this video, and I wanted to show it to you again because I call squirrels with these things and you're probably going to say bull crap, but it is the honest truth. I mean seriously, they actually come to you. Okay, so how this works is these quarters basically mimic a squirrel eating a nut, right? When you click them together, it sounds like it's what's called chewing, and it's like a squirrel eating a hickory nut or an acorn or a walnut. And when you use the outer portions of the quarter, the actual this portion, it sounds like he's, really cutting the nut, tapping on it versus cutting the nut. Say that 5 times fast. The point of what this does is when you tap these together, I guess squirrels are territorial and they'll peek their heads out of the trees or out of the limbs or a hole or wherever they're hiding, and they'll try to look and see what's going on. And a lot of times they'll actually move through the woods to try to come and see where that noise is coming from. So now I'm going to demonstrate how this actually works. The first thing you want to do is you want to pick the side with the most writing, right? This one has a lot of stuff on the back. When you scratch on the side with the most writing on it, it makes that cutting sound. Let me show you how this works. So you want to take the quarter and you want to put it in your hand like this. Basically, you're going to make a little hollow hole for it, right? See that? See how that fits in my hand? And see how it's hollow right here? So when you go to tap it, it actually gets pretty loud when you do that. So the harder you tap, the louder it gets, honestly. You just got to get weird with it. So you kind of hear how squirrels make that sound in the wild, and you just want to mimic it with your hand. Now you can close your hand in and out to make the sound change. Like if he's facing this way, if he's facing this way, it changes the pattern of the sound. So let's just go through it and I'll show you how it might sound. You cup it like this. When I open my hand, watch how the sound changes. So so you don't want to just keep tapping it, you want it to sound something like this. And then just in little segments like that. And then when you want to make it sound like they're cutting, you can do it like this, where you're just grinding up against the quarter with this end of it. And you get that cutting sound. Now you can also do it like this. And you get a chewing sound. You can just keep doing it. A lot of times I'll put it in my pocket, like I'll put it in my hand like this, and as I'm walking through the woods, when I stop, I can just rub them together and it makes that chewing sound. Now you might be wondering, how loud does this need to be? Well, you can hear it, they can hear it. That leaf just hit me in the head. And you just kind of fluctuate. If you see a squirrel, start very quiet and then work your way louder and louder and louder and louder to the point where he hears it and he starts moving. You don't want to start too aggressive because they might be right around you and you might scare them off. So the point I'm trying to make with these quarters is that you just basically get these and practice tapping them together to the sound that you've heard squirrels actually tap on nuts and try to crack them. And I know I'm gonna get some funny people on here saying about nuts and cracking, but hey, I don't know how else to explain this. Just get you some quarters, get weird with it. Now let me show you another trick on these. Now, so this is a metal case. This is a little metal 22 ammunition box, right? So hear that? Now you can tap it on things. It doesn't quite sound like a nut. Sounds a little better. So another way I've seen guys do it is they rub up against the pattern on their stock or on their synthetic stock. If you've got a really coarse one, sometimes you can rub your fingers up against it and get a sound, but you just got to practice it. It'll probably eat up your stock if you do that, but I have seen guys do that. And you can use shotgun shells, empty shotgun shells. That's another idea. You just got to make it sound like it's an actual acorn. And believe it or not, guys, they will come out of their holes and they'll come check you out. They might not run straight up to you, but you'll see their heads moving, and especially when the woods are really quiet, that sound really carries. So I hope this helps, guys. I don't know if you've seen this trick before. A lot of the old timers have seen it and they've handed it down, and I decided to hand it down from who taught me. And I hope this helps you guys. Comment down below if you've used this. I know it works because I use it just about every time I go out, and it's just another little trick in your kit bag to maybe get that squirrel to come out of his hole. And it actually calms them. The chewing actually calms them down, especially if they've seen you and they've gotten nervous. It's like a soothing sound. But anyways, guys, that's all I got. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.